Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is C Chronicles. Thank you for joining me today. If it's your first time here, I do fragrance reviews mostly and I do lifestyle and fashion videos. So I hope you do consider subscribing if it sounds like something you're interested in. Don't leave without clicking the subscribe button. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as always. I'm here with a fragrance review. This is going to be a fairly quick video, I hope. Like I said in the other video, I came across, these 30 ml pretty little bottles from Lattafa, and I decided, I was so happy coming across them because, I have a lot of Lattafas in my collection, so I think I appreciate doing some of these reviews from these little miniature ones because, if I'm not happy with the juice, it's not something that I'm stuck with. Although I know I can declutter, but it's not something that I am stuck with. So yeah, this is what I have. If I haven't acknowledged my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as always. Now, I am going to be bringing you a review of this fragrance. This one's called it's from the Sheikh Shuyukh or Sheikh Shuyukh, I think. Some of the words are written in Arabic, but yeah, it's from the Sheikh Shuyukh range, and this is a silver one. This is the packaging. If you're familiar with this fragrance, like I said, this is a 30 ml, so it is a smaller one, but you can get it in 100 ml. This is the actual perfume that I intend talking about today, right? I'm going to spray this one on a piece of paper, and I will tell you what this fragrance is about in a moment. So yeah, that's the fragrance. So yeah, Sheikh Shuyukh, the silver version. Yeah, this one snuggles, pretty, the cap. Okay, this is an aromatic, woodsy, herbal, fresh, kind of spicy fragrance. The freshness comes through offset. So this is a fresh fragrance. It's not giving me the heavy vibe. And as for the notes, it's got cedar and oud in the top, and then it's got some sage in the mid, lavender and some rosemary, and then it's got some patchouli in the base and some vetiver. Right, this is, like I said, a light, airy fragrance. On the box, it doesn't say whether it's marketed unisex or it's marketed for men, but I'll tell you, based on my personal sniffing experience, this comes across to me as male. Okay, this comes across to me as a male fragrance. But if you don't mind, if you're okay with wearing a light male fragrance as a woman, you can totally wear this. This is really airy to me. Oh, it's aquatic. It feels watery. The oud in here is so weak. It feels so weak. It feels as though the oud and the woods are floating in some water. I'm getting like a very watery kind of fragrance. It gives me this aquatic feel, but not that piercing aquatic feel. You do get the feel of water, if ever water had kind of like if I can liken, if a scent is, if I can liken a scent to what fresh water smells like, this is what I get. There's something happening in the mid, which is the lavender and the sage. To me, the mixture of the lavender and the sage is not working for me personally. It is where this fragrance kind of loses, I tend to then lose my interest in what starts to happen there. I don't think the mixture of the lavender and the sage for me here in this fragrance is working, which is what makes me feel as though it is really, it draws more masculine, or it leans more masculine. But at the same time, it just maintains this light feel. It maintains this non-offensive light feel with everything sneaking in this kind of watery background. There is some patchouli here, but that's also toned down. It does turn a bit herbal, like medicinal. It does really give me, a medicinal feel, as though, kind of leaning as though it could I could almost liken it to an antiseptic, but not a strong one. You know, that's the medicinal kick in it. Whether it's the vetiver, I'm not sure, but something in here gives it this medicinal feel. The oud is not intimidating, so if you don't like oud, you know, this is not to worry about. It's not like oudi. It's there, but it's floating in this ocean of water, and it's just, you know, just a non-offensive, male, subtle fragrance, which is suitable, I guess, for all occasions. This is not the sort of fragrance that will take over the moment. This can be a suit and tie fragrance. This can be a casual fragrance, whichever way you want to wear it, but it's not going to, you know, like rubbish everything that's going on around and everybody can smell you. To me, this does not have like a heavy, you know, projection and sillage. It just stays close, you know, especially on the clothes. It stays close, and it just carries this medicinal feel to it. And I don't want to put off the guys, you know, by likening it to, I'm just saying something in here feels so medicinal, as if it's some ingredient that is in an antiseptic. So it's not really, I don't know which note is mixing with what. I feel it's probably the lavender and the sage not working or something like that. Otherwise, yeah, for a man, I think it's a beautiful, it comes across as okay. It gives me a cologne feel as well. It's marketed as eau de parfum, but I get the cologne vibe, because this is a really chilled, laid-back fragrance that I feel you could overspray without, you know, or it actually is a fragrance that you might actually have to reapply. It's quite subtle. I feel it's something that can really work in the summer. Yeah, and you know, if I sprayed this one, the mistake I made when I got it the first time is I sprayed it on my skin. I didn't quite like the way it mixed with my skin chemistry. It just turned annoying. I had to wash it off. But on clothes, it really is a good light performer. You know, like you feel as though, you know, it's got the feel of fresh laundry. You know, fresh, clean laundry, very airy. You know, but on the skin, with me on the skin, it just didn't work. And yeah, it's an all-round kind of fragrance. But I feel with, you know, what I'm getting from this fragrance, this is probably not a good performer, you know, in the cold, because it is a light fragrance. Which, again, if you're a woman and you like, you know, fragrances that have that unisex touch, but not too deep, have that fresh vibe, kind of like the oceanic kind of vibe, a bit of some woods coming in, but shy, you know, the oud floating in the background, but so shy, a lot of water coming through, so aquatic. This is the fragrance for you. You know, but definitely I would say, if you're going to blind buy this, make sure you like male fragrances. It's not super beast, it's not super manly men, but, you know, it's one of those fragrances that you might, you know, you may have to accustom yourself to, because it doesn't have that pretty girly feel. You know, it really is a safe a safe fragrance. In terms of rating, let me say I get the 80% male vibe in this, with the 20% of the female vibe for those people that are used to fragrances and like, you know, all sorts of, you know, to try all sorts of fragrances, whether masculine or feminine. But it's definitely non-offensive, definitely feels so fresh and airy. It does have a presence. It's not to say because it's airy, this fragrance is shy. No, it does have a bit of a presence. Like I said, I used it on my skin, biggest mistake. On the clothes, it does have this fresh feel, fresh laundry vibe feel. A lot of woods in there, a little bit of some sage in there, a little bit of lavender coming through there, giving it a bit of some female feel to it. You know, that lavender is done, and the cedar as well. So it mixes so well, but it just maintains this kind of cool, watery feel. So yeah, I was talking about Sheikh Shuyukh, the silver one. I believe there is a gold one, but I haven't tried that one. Definitely something to try if you're into fragrances, or you can go my route, get a smaller one and see if you like it. I see a lot of men liking this. The Middle Eastern thing is not screaming in this as well. You know, Lattafa seems to be now, you know, doing, they've always done, but, you know, the ones I seem to be blind buying, they don't have that deep Middle Eastern feel, because that is the question I get the most, which is why I'm having to address this. People coming to me and saying, is it too incensey? Is this too herbal? No, this is not. This is not incensey. This is not herbal. It just has that a bit of medicinal feel, a bit of the Western feel to it, you know, a bit of the aquatic feel, some lavender in there to make it a bit feminine, and then, you know, the patchouli as well, you know, making it again lean feminine, but then the vetiver making it a bit spicy and a bit herbal, you know, because it's also, like I said, it's aromatic. So yeah, Sheikh Shuyukh feels like soap as well. That's another thing. Yeah, it does feel like soap. So when I was likening it to an antiseptic, it does feel like soap. There is an ingredient in here that you come across in a bathing soap, something that you come across in Protex or something like that. I feel it in here. So yeah, now I've cracked it. That's what I wanted to say. Sheikh Shuyukh, the silver one. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this fragrance. I know the male guys will help me. You know, you help me if you use this fragrance. Maybe I'm missing something on it, but it is a bit aquatic, a bit on the fresher side. Turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, don't leave without subscribing, guys. It will help the channel grow. Thank you for joining me today. It's been your girl, CeeChronicles. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.